Hi, I'm the Realtor Evan. Last week we spoke about why it's important for a buyer to not go all around town putting in offers on every single house that they see, but rather to focus on that one property that you like and put in an offer on that property. And if you get it, great. And if not, then hopefully you can get into that backup offer position. But I wanted to talk today more about what it really means to be in this backup position. What is this backup position? And how does it pertain to the buyer and to the seller? So first of all, it's important to understand that a backup offer is in fact a contract. It's a contract stating that you are going to be next in line should something happen to the person that's currently in negotiations or in an agreement with the seller to buy that house. So how does this all work? A lot of times, 25% of the time typically, escrows fall out. So we know about escrow, we know what it really is. It's the process during which another company comes in to help facilitate the contract for a buyer to buy the property from a seller. Now, 25% of the times it doesn't work out, whether it's a title issue or an issue with the buyer, maybe even an issue with the seller. There's many different reasons as to why it doesn't work out, but assuming it's an issue with the buyer, it's good for the seller to have some other backup positions and backup offers that they are in contract with to step right into place and take over that escrow should something happen to that first buyer. It's not an easy thing as a seller to go and put your house on the market. And if something happens within escrow and your escrow falls out, it's even harder to go all the way back to the beginning, start all over again with your days on market now counting up, less people being interested in the house, and you trying to sell it for that same price. It makes it very hard. So by the time you get into escrow, it is really suggested that if you have multiple offers, you take a backup offer or more than one backup offer so that should something happen to your primary offer, you have these backups and they will step right in and take over. Again, it's a contract stating that should something fall out, you will step in as the backup buyer to purchase the house from the seller under a certain set of terms. They could be the same terms as your original offer. The seller might want to renegotiate and get you to be on the same terms as they have for the primary offer. That's entirely up to you as the buyer and the seller to negotiate. You can figure out what best terms would work for you, but either way, even if it's on the original terms that weren't accepted by the seller, it's extremely beneficial for the seller to have you in there as the backup offer in case something does go wrong. So it's a little bit of a complicated topic. I definitely suggest talking to your agent a little bit more about what it means to be in that backup position. You, as a buyer, you can continue to shop around. I recommend to my clients that they continue to shop around in the backup position. Backup positions, that you can walk away from that. And that's why it's important to have many backup positions, not just backup position number one, but position number 2, 3, 4, 5, if you can. Get as many of them as you can from the seller side. Buyer side, put yourself in the backup position if you can't get the primary offer accepted. And hopefully you'll get that backup. If not, continue shopping, look around. Maybe there's another house that piques your interest during that time. You can always rescind that backup offer and then buy another house too. So I hope that helps clarify it. Again, talk to your agent if it doesn't, and maybe they can shed some light on it more. But if you have any other questions, feel free to comment below or reach out at therealtorevan@gmail.com. I hope to see you next week. I'm the Realtor Evan. Have a good one.